to the Kelly Cast. So back in the late 70s and early 80s, one of my first cousins, may he rest in peace, Daryl, DLT, he was a DJ, and so some people know him by his DJ name, D Groove. So Daryl reinvented the dozens. I don't know what they were called before the dozens. I just know of the dozens. If you don't know what the dozens are, wow. Whew. If you're black, you're gonna get your black card revoked. If you're non-black or Caucasian American, I understand. There's nothing new under the sun. Of course, that comes from Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 1, verses 9 and 10 to be specific. That's why I say he reinvented the dozens. And it was called ripping. Ripping became a pretty popular verbal sport in the city of EPA. Shout out to the 814. At any given time, wherever you were, if you ran into someone that was into ripping, then it was on and popping, on site. And my cousin Daryl, he was the king of ripping. I've seen him in several battles, especially at school. We went to the same high school. He ripped so much and so hard, it annoyed the adults in the family at the time. He would just start ripping on them. Even while they were eating. Daryl would just sit down in front of them and get to ripping. And about 10 to 12 minutes into the ripping, the uncles would just try to shut it down. They would be like, "Now stop, now I ain't playing, now stop." Daryl just keep on going. He went, look. He's sweating from his nose when he's eating. Look.
That's my big brother. Oh, that. Look. He started that.
And then you look while he's saying it, and it's hilarious. He didn't even start it on the person yet. He's like, look. You know that was the start. That was the startup call. and he had these like tongue twister type rips. I remember one of his most famous tongue twister rips was, "You big super soybean savage neck looking ass mother." What is a super soybean savage neck? He literally called someone's neck a super soybean savage. This was in the early 80s. He went, look. I have to say that I feel that I've absorbed a lot of his ways of ripping just from being around him that much. When we were preparing for the Sunday's buffet, before, during, and after at my grandmother's restaurant,
Chris's Supper Club,
the ripping was non-stop. And everybody got it. Yeah. Me and Daryl had our battles too. And of course he would get me. But I gotta say, even though he would get me, ultimately I could hang with him the longest. Until he just starts, he goes into this whole creative bag and comes out with a whole new style on you. And so, at that point, that's when I would get got. You know, I couldn't switch up my style fast enough as he could. This skill did come in handy later on when I got into doing stand-up comedy, because there's this thing in stand-up called hecklers. You know, the people that yell out things during your set, which is rude, by the way. You gotta deal with that. They just interrupted your show and your flow. So the ripping skills was right on point with dealing with that.
Oh, that's your wife? Y'all sitting pretty far apart. Something happened in the car on the way over here. She said, don't wear them shoes with that shirt. I told your ass. I'm not gonna sit next to you. You got that? No. That's cool. I like the shoes, man. What is that, snake gate? What is that? It's a combination, an alligator snake shoes. Snalligators. And snakes. These combos right here, baby. What you know about that? Probably a fur around the top. Monkey snake gators. Those are real pimp shoes. You can moonwalk in them motherfuckers. Like to the bar. You know, can I have a drink, please? They're cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm feeling that though. I'm feeling that. They look good. They look good. You should have worn a whole outfit though. You could have came in here like a big ass snake and just like slithering on motherfuckers. So. That's cool. Man, thanks for being a good sport, man. Thanks, sir. It's your friend? Don't stick him on me. That's a big job. Great bait. Remember that? Great bait. I'm just playing. I used to like great bait. It's a compliment. He is too big. One job you could not have would be a cashier. That would, you would fuck a cash register up first day. $2.50. Just run out the door without your shit. Cashier raw me. Damn. That's cool. I'm glad you're laughing. I really am glad that your ass is laughing. We have any military here? Oh, Mr. Snalligator. You're in the military, so you probably actually caught those motherfuckers. Put it up! I'm gonna wear you, motherfucker. I'm just saying. What branch were you in? She's straight ratting on everybody. Where do you work for the CIA? Yeah, what are you? You're a fire chief?
He's a fire chief.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You do damage control. What, you Navy?
No. Air Force.
Oh, you Air Force? You don't do shit. Aim high. That's what y'all do. Y'all aim high. You aim. One day we're gonna fly this motherfucker. This is what they told us to do.
So this episode is like a tribute or paying homage to the spirit of ripping. We try to keep that going, and it's all in fun. This episode is a little taste of that and other random conversations. This is session 1 of me, my bros, and CUZZOS. Hey yo!
What up, Dales? What's up? Hey, you look Chinese.
Oh shit. ain't got munchies already. He already slowed it down already.
Hey, got the munchies, huh? What you eat?
Non-dairy, organic coconut yogurt. Some almonds, some berries.
That's more Frankenberry looking ass. You're talking about the fucking Dick Gregory right there, buddy.
Boom! You know what time it is.
I already know. That's what time.
This shit is crazy out here, man. In Hollywood, people dress up like Superman and Batman and Robin and the Joker and
Spider-Man.
SpongeBob, Spider-Bob. Hold up. Spider-Bob? Okay, what kind of superhero is a Spider-Bob? Did a spider bite SpongeBob? So now we have this human-sized sponge with spider legs, just crawling around, soaking up moisture, slinging webs and shit. Yeah, alright, anyway, back to it. Yeah. Just different characters walking around Hollywood Boulevard, and they fight over territory. They're there for the tourists.
They really fight.
They really fight.
Yeah, he showed me on the news. They out there in Hollywood fighting superheroes and shit. Flash slam Batman. And it was quick too. You couldn't even see it on the screen. I'm telling you. they put it in slow motion. You still couldn't see it. I'm like, this dude really is the Flash. For real.
You can look this shit up on YouTube. They really fight.
I did see Batman get slammed on Facebook or something. For real. I think I did see something like that. Cause I was tripping.
And so what they fighting over is territory because they're there for the tourists. And they get tourist business by people walking by. Oh, let me take a picture with Batman. Oh, let me take a picture with the Flash. Like it's a normal thing, yeah. Man, did you see Uncle's newest piece?
That 500 Magnum.
Oh shit!
That motherfucker. He gonna shoot a dinosaur with that. Damn. He shoot an elephant in the ass, but that motherfucker, elephants can go down. I'm like, man, you use that, you going to jail, even if somebody's wrong. Yeah.
Right? Gorilla cookies.
That's some friendship right there.
Shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just fire. I had, what was that, Gorilla Runts?
Oh, I never had that one.
It made me tap out, yeah. I don't ever tap out from the session. I went upstairs and went to sleep while I had a house full of people. It was over for me. Like, it makes me way too. I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot my fucking name and shit. Call me, I just was sitting there still looking like they didn't call me. Hey, Dad, hey, man. Got up and went upstairs and laid down.
That's a tap out for you right there.
I told you already when I smoked bucket.
Oh no, tell me about it.
Oh man. So it was just me and him down there. Right? So I had rolled up some shit. And I was standing outside in the front. He came out. He like, let me see that motherfucker. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, alright. Yeah. So I gave him the blunt. This nigga took a pull so hard, yeah. The bottom of the blunt was running. Like, the bottom of the blunt was on fire and it was moving real fast, like this. I was like, you gotta run. You gotta run. Like, the whole bottom of the blunt was just going all the way down. Like, fast as hell. Then he gave it back to me. I'm like, damn, he fucked my shit up. So look, he went back and I stayed outside, right? Maybe like about 10 minutes went by. This nigga came outside. He's like, hey, Dad, hey, man, you full of shit. You full of shit. There's some shit in that. There's some shit in that weed. This nigga was pacing back and forth real fast. He kept walking back and forth real fast in front of this. I was like, he like, yeah, you did. Hey, David, you did some shit. You did some shit. I'm like, man, I'm out. Yeah, you bugging. I'm tripping, yeah. Hey, yeah, I never seen nobody put a run in a blunt like that, yeah. The bottom of the blunt was on fire. He thought the weed was laced or something. Yeah, he was high as fuck. Hey, I smoked with my. She was dancing and shit. Was on not this Christmas, but last Christmas. She started dancing and shit. Now look, this Christmas, I tried to smoke with her. She's like, oh no, I can't smoke with you. I'm like, smoked last Christmas, like you don't remember? She was dancing and shit. Hey, she was all in the video dancing like Puff. Hey, she was bugging out. My that's the only old head that I smoked with that acted regular when I smoked.
He's a G.
Yeah, he's like he was chill. Like everybody else I smoked with that's way older than me, like my dad's age, they all did some funny shit, man. They all did some funny shit. Hey,
I'm getting ready to kick on Snoop.
All right.
Roaches in the ashtray.
Yeah.
And a few flicks. A couple flicks. Macaroons. Baby, what's your name?
Snoop Dogg.
Fashion. Dog,
You ever come across him out there?
Thanksgiving right now.
Yeah, I ran across him, not like interpersonally, but he was at the Arsenio Hall show. I think it was Arsenio Hall, his first show, his second time around when he came back, and he had Snoop was the musical guest, and so I went to that taping for free. Once Arsenio came back, me and my classmate would go every Friday. Anyway, this one had Snoop on it, and he did one of the bangers. I took my phone out, and this is what it was.
I cut so much, you thought I was a DJ. Chill, think the big boy, yep, great. I'm SN-double-O-P, double G. I can't fake, you just break it, see, when I take it to your specialize, I'm making all the girls get laid. So bring your friends over, y'all come inside. We got a world for me, I'm right here, now get by. Now don't change the diesel, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine down grizzle. Waiting on the bizzle, the diesel, and the shizzle. G's to the biz act, now ladies, if we get so with the pimps in the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. And when the pigs try to get it, yo. Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. But if a sucker get an attitude. Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. I got the rolling on my arm and I'm pouring Sean Dawn and I roll the best weed cause I got it going on. I'm a bad boy with a lot of hoes. Grab my own cars, wear my own clothes. I ain't got tough, I'm a real boss. Big Snoop Dogg, yeah, he's so sharp. I'm on the TV screen and in the magazines. If you play me close, you want a red bean. Oh, you got a gun, so you want to cop back. AK-47 name, stop that. See their shoes, I'm on the move. Your family's quiet and now you on the news. They can't find you, they know they miss you. Must I remind you when only they can twist you? It's the way you didn't do for what you that dance to this music that we quit to. Subscribe when we get your issue. Maybe get close, let me see how you get loose when the pimp's in the crib, ma. Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. And when the pigs try to get you. Drop it like it's hot. Say what? Drop it like it's hot. Say what? When if a fool get an attitude. Say what? Arsenio Hall, he's back. Make some noise. Back is beautiful, baby. West Coast, y'all. Arsenio Hall, he's back. Back is beautiful. He's back. He's back. Yeah, Arsenio's back. Back is beautiful. Back is beautiful. Arsenio, we love you, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah!
Snoop Doggy Dogg, Paul Abdul, Snoop's Posse, Chris Tucker, Mr. Michael Kevin Basin and Johnny Gill, Jeremy Brown, Menzel Gill, Mr. Fraser from Orange Insider. This is Sean Robinson who first told me, why can't you come back? Yeah, baby, yeah. God bless you. This is such a big night. Next to my son being born, this is the biggest night of my life. Yes, no. There's only one way to do this. Yes, and that is it. That is it. Okay, you want to just do a quick promo so we can get drunk.
That's what's up. Wow, that was the banger of the banger.
Ugly slid. Niggas about all that cursing. Man, the Bill gonna come back talking about the pudding pop, and he gonna be like,
She told me to put the Quaalude in the so I did. You think that someone wants the Quaalude in their they mean it, right? Now, you let me touch your
hey, if you seen a gray alien, would you be scared? Say again? If you seen a gray alien, would you be scared? A gray alien? Yeah. Man, hey, gray alien, look, I am not trying to sit still to see something extraterrestrial. I'm getting the out of Dodge. I'm not your typical nigga. Because you'll be scared. I mean, what if he just just came up to you and was just chilling and shit? He wasn't trying to hurt you or nothing. Man, I'm gonna pop that motherfucker with something. Why, man? He wasn't doing nothing to you. I was like, let me tell you something, motherfucker. You get in a motherfucker's ass about your family. Do that shit, get ski masked up. Put your shit in the motherfucker's mouth and be like, put your hand on my people again and you know what you gonna run up on. And then that shit gonna sink and they ain't gonna do that shit.
What? He got the Junior Mafia on him.
I called my boys that do the jump out shit. They just happened to be a block away from where the motherfucker was standing. They was like, Bell, we got him. You want us to run it now? I said, no. Pull off. When my pull off, I said, run up in there on him. And I said, then call me. I said, call me while you got him down, face down, and put the phone in his face. And they put the phone in his face. I said, motherfucker, you done fucked up.
Damn.
I said, now, sucker, with the motherfucker. I told you, I may not be there, but I got reach. Don't fuck with me.
Wow.
These niggas don't understand that.
Ever threaten my family.
They don't understand niggas got arms that can reach real far.
He just happened to fuck with the wrong man. You done fucked up. Mark really in the country.
He lives in the most countryest part. In the sticks, like how you see on country movie TV, back in the day.
That's where the banjos be playing. Ding, 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 ding.
Mark is living on a plantation, so.
You living like George Jetson. Hey, Dave, sit back like these things right here. Hey.
Mark got a tattoo of Waldemir on his lower back. He got a lower back tattoo that says Waldemir. In Funtown.
Okay.
Captain Sour Beer looking ass folks. The chips all the way boy looking.
Don't I ever look like the dude on the Pringles can? Pringles looking motherfucker. Evan look like a Pringles representative.
Evan look like a bald head Dolomite looking motherfucker.
A bald head Dolomite.
Retired sumo wrestler.
Rat soup eating.
Black H-Jack Langer looking at. Black Mr. Clean, you Mr. Dirty. Curious George, Spider-Man looking motherfucker.
Yo, it was the Curious George for me. Mark look like the dude on Ben's Rice Box. Mark look like a butler from 1908.
You know Kelly, the comedian in the family. Y'all niggas crazy, man.
Hey, Evan, was you there when everybody beat my ass because I put that red paint on the side of Grandma's house?
I don't think I was there.
Damn.
Yo, I got the super beat down. So I'm painting Grandma's whole deck. And he left the red paint outside. Me and Rasan was in the back. Rasan like, I dare you to paint Grandma's wall. And it's like, he thought I was gonna get the paintbrush. Like, I got the whole can of paint and I just doused it up against the side of the house.
What?
This nigga ran and told us, Grandma, they done painted the house. Grandma came outside. She like, come on in here. Yo, as soon as I stepped one leg in that motherfucking kitchen through that little sliding door.
Let's get ready to get your ass whooped.
I came in there, I got the super beat down. Then Uncle Gary came, Uncle Terry pulled up. Peaches ran all the way down the street to stop everybody from whooping me. Like, Peaches saved me. Peaches saved my life. Yo, she like, nah, nobody gonna hit him no more. Like, everybody was whooping my ass. They was taking turns. Yeah. Grandma was so mad. She put me on a flight to Pittsburgh.
This is your captain speaking. Thanks for flying CAD on Airlines. You'll know when your grandmother is mad at you because you'll be on CAD on Airlines.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever rode an airplane. As soon as the plane went in the air, it was coming back down. I was on the plane for like 20 minutes. Then my mom kicked my ass when I got to Pittsburgh. My mom kicked my ass.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not even going to Erie next summer. Straight up. That was a horrible, and I think that was the year I was sucking helium out the balloons and Grandma was catering for a party at the club. And I was sucking helium out the balloons, and I passed out, and they had to call the ambulance.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, I must have already been in the Navy at this time. I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
What you want me to do? Say something stupid.
Okay. Something stupid.
Come on, man. It wasn't those lines. You're supposed to be a comedian. Come on, it wasn't those lines.
I don't have no lines.
Just say something.
Something.
Come on, man. Come on.
Come on, let me take you around the ship. It used to be all white. Now it's interracial. It's mixed. Black and white. Come on. Look at this. We have black people and white people in the line. It's called togetherness. It's the sign of the 90s.
That's $6 million. That's $6 million and a half. We're desperate.
Say ho! Say ho! Ho!
Anyone can start a union by filing the necessary papers with the federal government. Unions like Consolidated can then offer medical coverage without regulation.
Well, you look like a gas station attendant.
They're supposed to be monitored.
Let me get 10 on 3. Come on. Interracial lounge. It's still for white people. Oh, we got one. He's in trouble though. Say ho! Ho this. Okay, come on. 5 level. This is considered the White House. It's in the lounge tonight. Come on, let's look. Say hi, black people. Say ho. These black people are weaker than the ones downstairs. Playing spades. You know spades is a racial game. Come on. He said he saw a house party too on October. What was it? He's a compulsive liar. Can you smell him? Can you smell through that camera? Hey, come on. What's going on down here? Look at this guy. They call him.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild that summer.
Wow.
It was wild that summer. I got in a bike accident, tore all the skin off the side of my face.
Damn.
On that street behind that house.
Oh, right. It was like a gravelly type of street.
Was riding our bike. We was coming down. What's that? What's the name of that street? Dave or some lady backed out, and I hit the back of her car. Flipped over her car, slid down the sidewalk on my face, and then her dog came over and was licking my face while I was on the ground. Shit was wild.
Oh shit! Oh shit! The dog was like, well, he looked dead.
Priest got into a big ass argument. So she tried to leave. The priest jumped on the hood of the car and she kept driving and she had Priest on the hood of the car. Spider-Man. It was wild,
Oh, that happened in that summer too?
Yup. Whole bunch of shit happened. It was going down. My dad was the only one that didn't whoop me that summer,
Wow.
I got my ass kicked by people that don't even whoop kids. Like, people that don't even give kids whoopings was giving me a whooping.
Like Uncle Tim.
Yeah! Uncle Tim came to Pittsburgh to get a car stereo put in. My dad's boy on the car stereo plate. So he hooked Uncle Tim up. So he like, hey Damon, ride with Uncle Tim so he can show him how to get there. I'm like, alright. So we go there, everything's cool, I'm chilling. They got Uncle Tim's car in the back, they putting a stereo in and shit. So when they get done, we leaving. I'm in the car with Uncle Tim. So he goes to pull out of the place. Like it's a busy intersection. It's like a two-way intersection going both ways, right? Yo, I reached my foot over and pressed the gas pedal and made him go out in the traffic. This snapped. Yeah, I almost got us killed. Yeah, I pushed the gas pedal and it took us out into the traffic and shit. I got the super beat down in that car.
Oh shit.
He was in that red Riviera with the tinted window. Yeah. They like, damn, you bad if you make Uncle Tim whoop you,
Oh man.
Hey, that's so.
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle? Hey, what's up, Uncle?
Uncle, what's up? This is Kelly.
Been good? Hell yeah. We all good. We all blown right now. Talking about old times.
Talking to Lee, Kelly, Evan, and Mark. He said when he catch y'all, he gonna stomp y'all ass when he catch y'all. I'm putting on speaker. Hold on. Go ahead, they can hear you. I'm gonna catch y'all, man. I'm gonna dump a mud hole in your ass and I'm gonna walk inside. Can't hear you, man. Okay. Alright. He said he couldn't hear y'all real good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we heard him talking about stomping a mud hole and all of us.
He said he gonna tell him I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in their ass and then I'm gonna walk it dry.
Hey, y'all, I'm about to dip off, man.
Alright, I get what you.
Alright, man.
Business, man, love.
What you gotta do? Papa Smurf.
I'm Papa Smurf.
You big fake OB3 Kenobi. You look like C3PO 4768.
See y'all, man. Alright, love you too.
Love, man. Don't forget to wipe your ass.
Y'all stay up.
I'm belling too, y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all back.
Alright. Peace.
Alright, love y'all.
Love you.
Don't forget to wipe your ass either.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy, man. I'm going, man.
Alright.
Okay, peace and love. Have a blessed one.
Alright, man.
Have a beautiful one. All right.
Love you. Good seeing you, man.
Stay on. Y'all stay up. Peace. Peace.
This episode has been brought to you by
That pressure.
When you're under a lot of pressure, get recreational and get over it with
That pressure.
Hit it.
Good day, cheerio.
Thank you for listening to the KellyCast.